Have you, or a loved one, been feeling that joy has faded with the years? Have you chalked up persistent sadness, fatigue, or disinterest to simply being a normal part of aging? Today, we challenge that dangerous misconception. What you're feeling is real, it's valid, and most importantly, it's not a mandatory part of getting older. It may be depression, and there is a clear, hopeful path toward feeling better. Understanding depression in later life. Depression is more than a fleeting case of the blues. It is a true medical condition, a mood disorder that persistently affects how you feel, think, and manage daily activities, from eating and sleeping to simply getting out of bed. While we often associate depression with overwhelming sadness, in older adults, the signs can be different and are frequently missed or misdiagnosed. Instead of, or in addition to sadness, you might experience persistent physical symptoms like unexplained aches, chronic pain, headaches, or digestive issues that don't respond to typical treatment. A key sign is a loss of interest or pleasure in activities you once loved, a condition known as anhedonia. Perhaps reading, gardening, seeing friends, or playing with grandchildren no longer brings you joy. This isn't a character flaw or a sign of weakness. It's a primary symptom of depression. Let's look at science. While the causes are complex, depression involves changes in brain chemistry and structure. Neurotransmitters, chemicals like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine that act as messengers in the brain, play a critical role in regulating mood. When their balance is disrupted, it can lead to depressive symptoms. Furthermore, life events common in later years, such as the loss of a spouse or friends, retirement, social isolation, or managing a chronic illness, can trigger these changes. Conditions like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and Parkinson's disease are often linked with depression. It's crucial to understand that depression is a real illness with biological underpinnings, not something you can just snap out of. The statistics show you are far from alone. The World Health Organization reports that mental and neurological disorders affect about 14% of adults age 60 and over globally. While estimates vary, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention notes that depression affects about 1% to 5% of older adults living in the community, but that number rises significantly to 11.5% for those who are hospitalized and 13.5% for those requiring home health care. A dangerous myth is that this is an unavoidable fate. It is not. Believing so prevents millions from seeking the help they need and deserve. 7 science-backed strategies for managing depression. 1. The power of meaningful connection. Social isolation is a powerful predictor of depression in seniors. As we age, our social circles can shrink, leading to loneliness. Actively nurturing connections is a potent antidepressant. What it is: intentionally building and maintaining a network of supportive relationships. The science meaningful social interaction triggers the release of oxytocin, a hormone that promotes feelings of trust, bonding, and well-being, while simultaneously reducing the stress hormone cortisol. It provides a sense of belonging and purpose, which are fundamental human needs. How to do it? Schedule it. Don't leave social time to chance. Schedule a weekly phone or video call with family. Set up a regular coffee date with a friend. Join a group. Look into local senior centers, which offer a wide array of activities from card games and book clubs to exercise classes and day trips. This provides structured, low-pressure social opportunities. Volunteer. Find a cause that matters to you. Volunteering at a local school, hospital, animal shelter, or food bank connects you with others and provides an invaluable sense of purpose. Embrace intergenerational connections. Spend time with younger people. If you don't have grandchildren nearby, consider programs that connect seniors with students for mentoring or reading. Their energy and perspective can be incredibly uplifting. Take a class. Many community colleges offer free or discounted classes for seniors. Learning a new language, a new instrument, or a new craft stimulates your brain and introduces you to people with shared interests. Why it works: it directly combats loneliness, provides emotional support during difficult times, and gives you a reason to get up and out of the house. It reinforces your value and place in the world. Beginner's tip: start small. Commit to one phone call or one short visit this week. The goal is to build momentum. If you feel shy, remember that many others in group settings feel the same way. A simple smile can be a great starting point. 2. Move your body to lift your mind. Physical activity is one of the most effective non-pharmaceutical treatments for depression. It's medicine for your mind and body. What it is, engaging in regular, gentle to moderate physical activity. The science exercise releases endorphins, which are the body's natural feel-good chemicals. It also promotes the growth of new brain cells and connections, a process called neurogenesis, which can help alleviate depression. Regular activity also improves sleep quality and reduces stress. How to do it? Specific exercises, walking. Aim for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If that's too much, start with 10-minute walks and build up. Focus on your surroundings, the sounds of birds, the feeling of the breeze. This makes it a mindful activity. Chair yoga. This is excellent for mobility and relaxation. Seated cat-cow. Sit on the edge of a chair with your feet flat on the floor. On an inhale, arch your back and look up, rolling your shoulders back. Cow. On an exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and let your shoulders curve forward. Cat. Repeat 8 to 10 times. This warms up the spine. Seated forward bend. Sit tall, and on an exhale, slowly hinge at your hips and lower your torso toward your thighs. Let your head and arms hang heavy. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths to release tension in your back and neck. Tai Chi. Often called meditation in motion, Tai Chi involves slow, flowing movements that improve balance, reduce stress, and calm the mind. Look for a beginner's class locally or find guided videos online specifically for seniors. Resistance band exercises. These build strength, which is vital for maintaining independence. While seated, you can place a band under your feet and do bicep curls, or loop it around your thighs to do leg extensions. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Why it works. It directly boosts mood-regulating chemicals in the brain, reduces physical tension, improves self-esteem as you get stronger, and can provide a new, healthy routine. Beginner's tip: consult your doctor before starting any new exercise program. Start with just 5 minutes a day. The key is consistency. Finding an exercise buddy can also provide motivation and social connection. 3. Fuel your brain with a mood-boosting diet. The food you eat has a direct and powerful impact on your brain health and mood. Think of it as fueling your mind for resilience. What it is: consistently choosing foods that support brain function and stabilize mood. The science. Your brain requires specific nutrients to produce neurotransmitters. Deficiencies in vitamins like B12 and D, minerals like magnesium, and essential fats like omega-3s are strongly linked to depression. A diet high in processed foods and sugar can cause inflammation, which is also a risk factor for mood disorders. How to do it? A focus on brain-healthy foods. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. These are critical for brain cell structure and reducing inflammation. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish per week. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, and other greens are rich in folate, a B vitamin. Low folate levels are linked to depression. Berries and colorful fruits. Blueberries in particular are packed with antioxidants called flavonoids that protect the brain from stress and improve communication between brain cells. Lean proteins. Chicken, turkey, beans, lentils, and eggs provide amino acids, which are the building blocks for neurotransmitters. Complex carbohydrates, oats, quinoa, and whole wheat bread provide a steady supply of glucose for brain energy and can boost serotonin levels. Bonus tip: a sample mood-boosting day. Breakfast: a bowl of oatmeal made with milk, topped with a handful of walnuts and blueberries. Lunch: a large spinach salad with grilled chicken or chickpeas, a variety of colorful vegetables, and an olive oil-based dressing. Dinner: a baked salmon fillet with a side of steamed broccoli and a small serving of quinoa. Why it works: it provides the essential building blocks for a healthy brain, reduces inflammation, and stabilizes blood sugar, which helps prevent mood swings and fatigue. Beginner's tip: don't overhaul your diet overnight. Start by adding one brain-healthy food to your daily routine. Perhaps it's a handful of walnuts as a snack or adding spinach to your eggs. Also, ensure you are staying well hydrated with water throughout the day, as even mild dehydration can impact mood. 4. Prioritize restorative sleep. Sleep and mood are intricately connected. Poor sleep can be both a symptom of and a contributor to depression. Improving your sleep hygiene is non-negotiable for mental health. What it is: creating a consistent routine and environment that is conducive to high-quality, restorative sleep. The science. During deep sleep, the brain clears out toxins that accumulate during waking hours. Sleep is also when we consolidate memories and process emotions. A lack of quality sleep impairs emotional regulation, making us more susceptible to negative thinking and irritability. How to do it: consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This regulates your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm. The wind down hour. For the hour before bed, avoid screens, TVs, phones, tablets. The blue light they emit can suppress melatonin, the sleep hormone. Instead, read a physical book, listen to calming music or a podcast, take a warm bath, or do some gentle stretching. Optimize your bedroom. Your bedroom should be cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine if needed. Reserve the bed for sleep and intimacy only. Don't work or watch TV in bed. Watch what you consume. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the late afternoon and evening. While alcohol might make you feel sleepy initially, it disrupts sleep cycles later in the night. Avoid large meals close to bedtime. Why it works: it allows your brain and body to properly rest and repair, leading to better mood regulation, more energy, and improved cognitive function during the day. Beginner's tip: if you can't fall asleep after 20 minutes, get out of bed and do a relaxing activity in another room until you feel sleepy. Lying in bed stressing about not sleeping only makes it worse. 5. Rediscover a sense of purpose. A loss of roles through retirement, children leaving home, or the death of a spouse can lead to a diminished sense of purpose, which is a major risk factor for depression. Actively cultivating new sources of meaning is essential. What it is: engaging in activities that feel meaningful, provide a sense of accomplishment, and connect you to something larger than yourself. The science. Having a sense of purpose is linked to higher levels of well-being and longevity. It activates the brain's reward centers and provides a framework for organizing your life and goals, which combats feelings of helplessness and apathy. How to do it: engage in lifelong learning. Challenge your brain. Learn that language you always wanted to know. Take an online course on art history. Master a new recipe. The act of learning and mastering a new skill is incredibly empowering. Work on a legacy project. This can be a deeply meaningful activity. Write your memoirs, create a family tree, compile a photo album, or a family recipe book. This affirms your life's value and creates something tangible for future generations. Care for something. Tending to a pet, or even a small container garden, can provide a powerful sense of responsibility and purpose. The unconditional love of a pet is also a well-documented mood booster. Why it works: it shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you can still contribute and create. It provides a reason to get up in the morning and structures your days with positive anticipation. Beginner's tip: ask yourself, when did I last feel truly engaged and alive? Try to reintroduce a small element of that activity back into your life. 6. Practice mindfulness and relaxation. Depression often involves being stuck in patterns of negative thinking about the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness brings you back to the present moment. What it is: the practice of paying attention to the present moment on purpose, without judgment. The science. Mindfulness practices have been shown to calm the body's stress response and actually change the brain over time, strengthening areas associated with emotional regulation and weakening the fear center, or amygdala. How to do it: a guided body scan. Meditation. Find a comfortable position, either sitting in a chair or lying down. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to the feeling of your breath, noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest or abdomen. Now bring your awareness to the toes on your left foot. Just notice any sensations, warmth, coolness, tingling, without judging them. Slowly move your awareness up your left leg to your calf, your knee, your thigh. Just notice. Continue this process through your right leg, your pelvis, your abdomen, your chest, your arms, your hands, your neck, and finally your face and the top of your head. Spend a few moments feeling your whole body breathing. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Why it works? It breaks the cycle of rumination, the repetitive loop of negative thoughts. It helps you detach from your thoughts and realize you are not your thoughts, giving you a sense of control and calm. Beginner's tip: your mind will wander. That's normal. The practice is not about having an empty mind, but about gently and kindly guiding your attention back to your body or breath each time it strays. Start with just a 5-minute practice. 7. Challenge and reframe your thoughts. This technique is inspired by cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, one of the most effective therapies for depression. It's about becoming a detective of your own thoughts. What it is: identifying, questioning, and changing the unhelpful thought patterns that drive depressive feelings. The science CBT operates on the principle that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected. By changing our habitual negative interpretations of events, we can change our emotional response. How to do it? The thought record. Create 3 columns on a piece of paper. Column 1, automatic negative thought. Write down the exact thought that is bothering you. For example, my son didn't call today. He must not care about me anymore. Column 2, identify the distortion. Common distortions include all or nothing thinking, everything is either perfect or terrible, or mind reading, assuming you know what others are thinking. In this case, it's mind reading. Column 3, alternative, balanced thought. Challenge the first thought. What is a more realistic way to view this? For example, my son is very busy with work and his own family. His not calling today doesn't mean he doesn't love me. He probably just got tied up. I can always call him tomorrow. Why it works? It teaches you to recognize that your thoughts are not facts. By consistently challenging them, you weaken the neural pathways of negativity and build new, more realistic and positive ones. Beginner's tip. This feels unnatural at first. Just focus on identifying one negative thought per day. The simple act of noticing it and writing it down reduces its power. Navigating common challenges and seeking help. Even with the best self-care strategies, taking the next step can feel daunting. There are often internal questions and external barriers that can get in the way. Let's address 2 of the most common challenges directly: understanding the difference between grief and depression, and knowing exactly how to start a conversation with your doctor. Is it grief or is it depression? In later life, loss is an unfortunate but common experience. The passing of a spouse, friends, or family members brings about a period of grieving, which is a natural and necessary response. Grief and depression share many symptoms: intense sadness, trouble sleeping, changes in appetite, which can make them difficult to tell apart. However, there are crucial differences. Grief is typically experienced in waves. The painful feelings may be intense, but they are often intermixed with moments of positive or fond memories of the loved one. In depression, the low mood and loss of interest or pleasure are more constant and pervasive, lasting for most of the day, nearly every day, for at least 2 weeks. With grief, self-esteem is usually preserved. You may feel immense sadness about your loss, but you don't typically feel worthless or self-loathing. In contrast, depression is often characterized by harsh self-criticism and feelings of worthlessness. It's also important to know about something called complicated grief, where the feelings of loss are so debilitating they don't improve over time. Complicated grief can evolve into a major depressive episode. The key takeaway is this: if your feelings of loss are all-consuming, prevent you from functioning in your daily life, and are accompanied by feelings of worthlessness or suicidal thoughts, it is vital to see a doctor. You can be grieving and also be clinically depressed. They are not mutually exclusive. A healthcare professional can help you understand what you are experiencing and guide you toward the right support. How to talk to your doctor about your mental health. For many, bringing up mental health with a doctor can feel more difficult than discussing a physical ailment. You might worry about being dismissed, being seen as a complainer, or facing a stigma. But your mental health is just as important as your physical health, and your doctor is a key partner in managing it. Here is a practical guide to make that conversation easier. Schedule a dedicated appointment. When you call your doctor's office, specifically state that you'd like to make an appointment to discuss your mood or how you've been feeling emotionally. This ensures the doctor allocates enough time and isn't trying to squeeze this important conversation in at the end of an appointment about your blood pressure. Prepare and write it down. Before your visit, take 15 minutes to jot down some notes. Don't worry about perfect sentences. Just make a list. Include your symptoms, list both emotional and physical ones, e.g., feeling hopeless, crying easily, lost interest in my book club, constant, backaches, sleeping 12 hours but still exhausted. The timing. When did these feelings start? Are they worse at certain times of the day? The impact. How are these feelings affecting your life? E.g., I no longer want to see my friends. I don't have the energy to cook proper meals. Your medications. Bring a complete list of all medications, vitamins, and supplements you're taking. Use a simple opening line. You don't need to have a perfect speech prepared. You can start the conversation very simply. Try one of these. Doctor, I've been feeling down for a few months now, and I'm concerned it might be more than just sadness. I brought a list of symptoms I've been experiencing, both physical and emotional, and I'd like to discuss if they could be related to depression. I haven't felt like myself lately, and it's starting to really impact my quality of life. I need some help. By being prepared, you transform a vague feeling into concrete information that your doctor can use to help you. This is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of proactive, responsible management of your total health. Information on professional treatment. These self-care strategies are powerful, but they are not always enough. There is immense strength, not weakness, in seeking professional help. Therapy, psychotherapy. Talking with a trained professional can be incredibly effective. A therapist can provide a safe, confidential space to explore your feelings and learn new coping skills. Common types for seniors include cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. As we discussed, this focuses on changing thought and behavior patterns. Interpersonal therapy, IPT. This therapy helps you navigate relationship issues, grief, and life transitions, which are often central to depression in later life. Reminiscence therapy. This involves discussing past events and experiences. It can be very helpful for finding meaning, resolving old conflicts, and improving mood and self-esteem. Medication. Antidepressant medications can be very effective, especially for moderate to severe depression. They work by helping to rebalance the neurotransmitters in your brain. A doctor or psychiatrist will carefully select a medication based on your overall health, other medications you take, and potential side effects. It's vital to have an open conversation with your healthcare provider about this option. Making it a sustainable habit. Integrating these changes requires a gentle, strategic approach. Start small. Do not try to do all 7 things at once. Choose one that feels most manageable and start there. Maybe it's a 10-minute daily walk. Anchor to existing routines. Link a new habit to an old one. For example, after you have your morning coffee, you will do your 5-minute breathing exercise. Track your progress. Keep a simple journal. Note what you did and how you felt. Seeing progress over time is a powerful motivator. Be patient and kind to yourself. There will be good days and bad days. The goal is not perfection, but gentle persistence. On a low motivation day, just do something very small. A 1-minute walk is better than no walk. Conclusion. It is essential to unlearn the myth that feeling persistently down, empty, or joyless is a normal part of aging. It is not. It is a sign that something is out of balance, and it is a signal to take action. Depression is a treatable condition, and there is a wealth of support and effective strategies available to you. By nourishing your connections, moving your body, fueling your brain, prioritizing sleep, finding purpose, Calming your mind and challenging your thoughts, you can reclaim your well-being. Take that first small step today. Reach out to a friend, go for a short walk, or make an appointment with your doctor. You deserve to feel well, vibrant, and engaged with life at every age. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The information we're sharing is designed to support, not replace, the relationship that exists between you and your healthcare provider. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe for more wellness information. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this message. And in the comments, let us know, which one of these techniques will you try first?